Today on Eagle Nation News, it looks like we have a very eventful show in store. First up, homecoming is just around the corner and it's time for mums. Riley McDermott crafts how floral design is bringing a fresh twist to this cherished tradition. Next up, the Talenteds mini camp gives young dancers a sneak peek into their exciting world. Kathy Ortiz explores these students' first steps into following their dreams. And finally, the annual anniversary of 9/11 has just passed, but the events that happened that day remain unforgettable. Brad Sinswick highlights how Prosper is uniting to remember the lives lost. All this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Maddie Kep.
And I'm Dylan Mize, bringing you Prosper stories. ENN starts
right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
Today is Friday the 13th.
Maddie, do you really believe in all of that superstition?
I'm not taking any chances, especially with homecoming right around the corner.
Even if superstitions aren't real, we better be hoping for good luck at next week's game.
Yes, and seniors, don't forget to wear your mums next Thursday and everyone else on Friday.
Speaking of mums, one class is taking their mum to the next level. Riley McDermott takes a look at what goes into this homecoming tradition.
With homecoming a week away, one class at Prosper High School is bringing home a Texas tradition.
The history of homecoming mums is back in the day, they used real live chrysanthemum flowers as the flower. So they started to come up with different versions of artificial mums. And then in about the 2000s, they started to turn into what we know and love today.
PHS students are able to make and personalize a variety of mums for HOCO and work together to make Prosper High School's giant mum.
Big mums, small mums, wide mums, skinny mums, all types of mums. It's a lot of fun. If you're looking to do the mum in the future, just go through floral and then to advanced floral. And you'll get to be a supervisor possibly like myself. Oh, really quick, Miss Owens?
Making mums gives students the opportunity to express themselves.
I think the special part about my students making mums in class is that it allows me to see their personality and their creative style kind of come into fruition. I think the neat part about, and the special part about my advanced students building the giant homecoming mum is their first opportunity to work together as a class. Overall, I just think it's a great opportunity for my students to really show off who they are as a florist or as an individual.
All the floral design students work together to create this, the Prosper High School giant HOCO mum. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Riley McDermott.
Well, it's not there yet. The giant mum will be up on Monday, so make sure you look for it in the hallway.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty hard to miss. Something that's not hard to miss is celebrity news. Up next is Talent Talk.
Suicide Prevention Week is here. Today, support the cause by ordering lunch from Eagle Eatery. Every meal helps support Hope Squad. Homecoming week is next week. Get ready, we're kicking it off with Pajama Day on Monday. This is your chance to wear PJs to school. Our Prosper High Choir set a new district record. 39 students are advancing to the next round of competition. 2 students also ranked first chair in their voice part. Isabella Hoy, soprano 2, and Aiden Hansen, tenor 1. Congratulations to our choir.
From the stage to the ballroom, big wins are coming up.
Elsa Meyer is in studio with more.
Thanks, Dylan. The Country Music Award nominations have just been announced, and unsurprisingly, country music sensation Morgan Wallen was nominated for multiple different categories, including Entertainer of the Year, Male Vocalist of the Year, and Single of the Year for his hit collaboration with Post Malone, I Had Some Help. Some other nominations included Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs, and Megan Moroney. However, one artist that was not on this list was Beyonce. Now, I know this is not much of a shock to most people, including myself, but it's actually been stirring up quite a bit of tension across social media, with Beyonce fans stating, quote, to not nominate her is a slap in the face. Many supporters were hoping her debut country album Cowboy Carter or her hit single Texas Hold'em would be nominated. For me, I liked her album, but I don't know if it was exactly country, so I understand why neither the single nor the album were nominated. Speaking of Beyonce, her outstanding VMA record of 30 wins has just been matched by none other than Taylor Swift. She began her night by taking home Collaboration of the Year for her song Fortnite featuring Post Malone, eventually winning a total of 7 awards, bringing her old record of 23 VMAs up to 30. In addition to Swift's awards, several other artists had incredible wins of their own, with Sabrina Carpenter taking home Song of the Year for her hit single Espresso. I could not get that song out of my head this past summer, so I am so happy it got the recognition that it did at the VMAs. But now turning away from the music industry, we are twirling onto the dance floor with the cast of the 33rd season of Dancing with the Stars. The news dropped just days ago, and I have to say I'm really looking forward to this season. Let's take a look at the full cast.
Live from Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars.
You know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like Tetris, but this money ain't a game. How I eat, how I star. I get money, I'm a star. I get money, I'm a star.
Dancing with the Stars premieres live on ABC and Disney Plus next day on Hulu.
There is so much talent this year, and I think it's going to be a close competition to win the Mirrorball Trophy. I know for me, I'm rooting for Steven Nedorozic. Given his outstanding performances at the 2024 Olympics on the men's gymnastics team, I'm excited to see him and his partner Riley Arnold take the stage. I thought the memes created of him during the games were absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait to see what kind of dancing he brings to season 33. What do you guys back at the desk think of this year's stars?
Maddie, do you watch Dancing with the Stars?
As a dancer, I love Dancing with the Stars, and I'm definitely rooting for Chandler and Brandon this season. I feel like her dancing history on Disney is really going to give her the upper hand in the competition.
Not gonna lie, Maddie, if I ever had the chance to go on stage, I would definitely win.
Dylan, I've seen some of your dancing skills, and you might want to learn to dance before you say you can win. Also learning to dance, we're the next generation of talentettes.
Kathy Ortiz took a leap into the annual Talentettes mini clinic to see what it was all about.
The Talentettes take a leap to teach aspiring mini dancers what it's like to be a Talenette, the sweethearts of Prosper. 4-year PHS educator, Coach Sharp, shares what it takes to keep this 10-year-long tradition going.
Our social officers, they create dances for 4 different age groups. We split them up K through 1st grade, 2nd and 3rd grade, 4th and 5th grade, and 6th through 8th grade. In practice, we teach our team members all of the dances so they're ready to help out when they get to the clinic, and they'll be able to help anyone who's confused or encourage people, and that's how we prepare.
Coach Sharp fell in love with dance at the age of 4, and from that point, she knew that she would want to teach others that have the same passion. She believes this clinic gives the Talentettes an opportunity to feel the same.
It helps us be able to give back to our community and connect with the younger generation to prepare them and to give them tools that they need to find their passion for dance.
Kendall McLaughlin, a first-year Talenette, gives her first impression on coaching little ones.
It brought me so much joy seeing all the little kids smile. They're just so happy. I love getting to teach them, and I love that they enjoy learning.
After practicing with the Talentettes, their families got the opportunity to watch what their little ones learned and the smiles on their faces. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Kathy Ortiz.
It's so cool to see how the current Talentettes are passing on the legacy. They even recently announced that they have opened Boot Buddies, an all-year event filled with many extras.
If you would like to sign up for an extra sibling or friend, registration closes today. Go to prospertalentettes.org to sign up.
There's been so many businesses popping up in Prosper, especially along North Preston. Nuala Adams is there to give us updates.
Thanks, Maddie. It's really exciting to see how much North Preston Road has been evolving lately. Over the past few months, Prosper has seen a notable increase in new shops and restaurants. The addition of Crumble Cookie and Einstein Bagels has been a hit with the community, and more recently, a Dutch Bros has opened just a few miles down on South Preston. In total, there have been 11 new or coming soon businesses announced so far, including Pinspiration Craft Studio, D1 Training, Splash and Dash Groomery, and Detail World. Prosper's growth has been rapid, and it's nice to see the town adapting to fit this growth. There really is something for everyone, and construction is still ongoing, so I cannot wait to see what else they add along the strip. What places are you guys most excited for at the desk?
Dylan, my brother and I have been stopping at Einstein Bagels at least twice a week ever since it opened.
Unfortunately, I don't wake up in enough time to get there before school.
Also waking up is our Prosper Sports. Game time is up after the break.
Join the National Art Honor Society to promote the arts, serve the community, and network with fellow artists. It boosts your college resume and includes a graduation cord. Apply by September 30th. Computer science fans, there's an interest meeting to join the club on Wednesday, September 18th, right after school in room 1260. Don't miss out on learning about this year's competitions and volunteering opportunities. Everyone is welcome to join the Anime Club. If you like anime, the first meeting is on September 27th in room 2130. After that, meetings will be every Tuesday from 4:15 to 5 p.m.
All of our fall sports are in motion.
Isabel Moulter is in studio with this week's sports update.
Thanks, Maddie. Kicking off with football, our Eagles took a huge victory in their home opener, beating Rockwell Heath 49-18. Junior quarterback Braden Emhoff was awarded Offensive MVP of the Week, throwing 19 for 28 passes, 292 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an additional 47 rushing yards in the team's last non-district game of the season. On the flip side, Defensive MVP went to defensive lineman Colin Freeman with 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. The Eagles are on a bye this week, but will play on the 20th against McKinney-Boyd at home at 7. Running over to cross country, our Eagles competed in the McKinney-Boyd Bronco Stampede. Our top girls finisher was junior Olivia Spangler in 5th place, and our top boys finisher was junior Mikey McCart earning 6th. Our Eagles are competing in the Texas A&M Invitational today. Good luck to all our athletes. Switching to the core, our volleyball team fell short to Plano East last Friday, but was able to bounce back, defeating crosstown rival Rock Hill 3-1 on Tuesday. Senior Camilla Cox leads the DFW High School Volleyball Leaderboard in blocks with 107. The ladies will play next tonight against Plano East at 6:30. Hitting off our tennis news, our Eagles played Tuesday against McKinney and came out on top, winning 16-3. Our tennis team is now 3-1 in district play and will look to continue their win streak when they match up against Allen on Tuesday. Finally, diving into the pool, our boys water polo team had a close match against Walnut Grove, with the game tied 12-12 in the last minute. But unfortunately, the Eagles could not come out with a win with a final score of 12-13. However, they were able to get back into the win column with a 12-7 victory over Flower Mound. On the flip side, our girls crushed Walnut Grove 20-3 and are now ranked first in district. Both teams will play against Marcus tonight. For many PHS students, college is right around the corner. Shemaya Landor explores an event that makes that transition smoother.
College is often on a high schooler's mind. No matter if you're a senior or even a freshman, the future seems to be on the horizon. Parents and future college kids were able to discuss with a variety of college reps.
So the College and Career Fair for Prosper ISD is a really great way for a ton of colleges to all come in one place and for students to be able to walk around and learn about different colleges, different institutes, different, I know the military is going to be there, and so it's just a great way to get information all in one place.
College counselors from across the nation came to this event to showcase their knowledge of their college.
I like that I've gotten to talk to a lot of students and parents that weren't familiar with Centenary, so I can kind of teach them a little bit about what Centenary is and what we offer to our students.
Prosper ISD students can feel connected while being inquisitive about the future.
I remember last year a student got to meet an admissions officer from one of the state schools, and now she's going there this fall because she was able to make that connection.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Shemaya Landor.
This week, our town came together as one to honor that remains unforgettable. Brazen Swick highlights how our community united as one to remember the lives lost.
Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the 2 towers. A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
On Tuesday, September 11, 2001, 2,996 Americans lost their lives from an act of terrorism on the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. On this day, America's foundation of freedom was shaken in just less than a 3-hour time span. Now, 23 years later, here at the Prosper Fire Department, Prosper residents are gathered to recognize and never forget what happened on that day.
We do this event every single year, and it's our way of never forgetting, and you can see on the glass in big letters that we will never forget. When we talk to kids across different schools, a lot of them know about it, they're familiar with it, they know it happened, they know it was part of history, but they don't really know the details, how tragic it really was. They've never watched the videos. 3,000 people died within an hour of each other.
Many first responders remember what they were doing on that day as they had to act quick to save innocent lives.
At about 8:46, 8:47, my partner Mario came into the classroom, interrupted the session, told me to turn on the TV, an airplane hit one of the towers. And what I remember was turning on the TV, and there was this gaping hole in the side of the North Tower, and we started to prep our team to get ready so that we could respond to wherever we were called to respond.
Chief Blassingame hopes to bring awareness to the brave men and women who fought against adversity through this memorial.
343 firefighters died in one day, and that's roughly about 6 times the amount of firefighters that we have here in Prosper. So we have a duty to them, and that gave all. They gave their life and affected their families and their friends and the fire department, and we want to pay respect to them.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Bradson Swick.
I was able to make it to the ceremony, and it was really touching to see how our community commemorates our country's past.
It's amazing to see what our town can do when we all come together. That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation, and thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Dylan Mize.
And I'm Maddie Kep. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles.